I'd make myself want to." Mrs. Carew sighed wearily and turned away her head. "Oh, Della, why won't you ever understand? I'm not like you. I can't forget." A swift pain crossed the younger woman's face. "You mean Jamie, I suppose." "I don't forget that, dear. I couldn't, of course. But moping won't help us find him." "As if I hadn't tried to find him for 8 long years, and by something besides moping!" flashed Mrs. Carew, indignantly, with a sob in her voice. "Of course you have, dear," soothed the other quickly. "And we shall keep on hunting, both of us, till we do find him, or die. But this sort of thing doesn't help." "But I don't want to do anything else," murmured Ruth Carew drearily. For a moment there was silence. The younger woman sat regarding her sister with troubled, disapproving eyes. "Ruth," she said at last, with a touch of exasperation, "forgive me, but are you always going to be like this? You're widowed, I'll admit, but your married life lasted only a year, and your husband was much older than yourself. You were little more than a child at the time, and that one short year can't seem much more than a dream now. Surely that ought not to embitter your whole life." "No, oh, no," murmured Mrs. Carew still drearily. "Then ARE you going to be always like this?" "Well, of course, if I could find Jamie." "Yes, yes, I know. But, Ruth, dear, isn't there anything in the world but Jamie to make you any happy?" "There doesn't seem to be, that I can think of," sighed Mrs. Carew indifferently. "Ruth!" ejaculated her sister, stung into something very like anger. Then suddenly she laughed. "Oh, Ruth, Ruth, I'd like to give you a dose of Pollyanna. I don't know any one who needs it more." Mrs. Carew stiffened a little. "Well, what Pollyanna may be, I don't know. But whatever it is, I don't want it," she retorted sharply, nettled in her turn. "This isn't your beloved sanatorium, and I'm not your patient to be dosed and bossed. Please remember." Della Wetherby's eyes danced, but her lips remained unsmiling. "Pollyanna isn't a medicine, my dear," she said demurely, "though I have heard some people call her a tonic. Pollyanna is a little girl." "A child? Well, how should I know?" retorted the other, still aggrievedly. "You have your belladonna, so I'm sure I don't see why not Pollyanna. Besides, you're always recommending something for me to take, and you distinctly said dose, and dose usually means medicine of a sort." "Well, Pollyanna is a medicine of a sort," smiled Della. "Anyway, the sanatorium doctors all declare that she's better than any medicine they can give. She's a little girl, Ruth, 12 or 13 years old, who was at the sanatorium all last summer and most of the winter. I didn't see her but a month or two, for she left soon after I arrived, but that was long enough for me to come fully under her spell. Besides, the whole sanatorium is still talking Pollyanna and playing her game." "Game?" "Yes," nodded Della, with a curious smile. "Her glad game. I'll never forget my first introduction to it. One feature of her treatment was particularly disagreeable and even painful. It came every Tuesday morning, and very soon after my arrival it fell to my lot to give it to her. I was dreading it, for I knew from past experience with other children what to expect: fretfulness and tears, if nothing worse. To my unbounded amazement she greeted me with a smile and said she was glad to see me, and if you'll believe it, there was never so much as a whimper from her lips through the whole ordeal, though I knew I was hurting her cruelly. I fancy I must have said something that showed my surprise, for she explained earnestly, "Oh, yes, I used to feel that way, too, and I did dread it so, till I happened to think 'twas just like Nancy's wash days, and I could be gladdest of all on Tuesdays, 'cause there wouldn't be another one for a whole week." "Why, how extraordinary!"